You know what time it is. Welcome to Great Table Talk. Childhood friends coming together to make a difference in our everyday community. Enjoy this week's episode. Welcome to Great Table Talk, everyone. It's your girl, Cash. And today is a special podcast. We're calling it Let's Talk About It. So we have a few extra people here. And I want y'all to go ahead and introduce yourself. We're going to start over here.
My name is Monica,
Hi,
a.k.a.
Monica.
Mamacita.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Sheree.
Hi, Shereen.
And I'm Angel.
Angel.
Nikia.
Oh, look, I did this. Okay. He always this guy. Y'all know who this guy
is.
is.
I am. I'm not even saying it no more. Go ahead, Lee. You got your own mic? I keep mine.
Thank you, sir. This your girl, Lynette.
Hey, and
Oh my God. The king is in the building.
The king.
J4, baby.
hey,
Let's go.
hey.
Royalty.
Okay.
Royalty.
Royalty.
As
baby.
y'all know, we always start off with our hot topic, but we're not going to do that this podcast. We're going to start off with talking about scenarios. And what we have over here, pass that to me. We have our fishbowl of questions. So let's start
you
off.
didn't tell me I don't get a hot topic.
Nope, you don't get a hot topic this time.
Why?
Because you make
I came for a
you
hot
make
topic.
the hot topic the whole podcast.
Speaking of, you want to talk about
I'm
me for
just
about
saying.
5 minutes?
Nope.
No,
So-
nobody wants to talk. All right.
So let's just
Cue the thing.
No,
cue,
not-
Cue the bowl. Cue the bowl. It's done. It's over.
hot topic.
I'm past
I'm just because he make the hot topic the whole podcast. Don't ignore
Look.
him, Nakia.
The
I
fishbowl,
love
baby.
current events.
We
because
have-
we
we-
need to stay on current events.
We gonna time some
We
current
need to be a
events.
part of current events.
We will,
It's true.
but we're gonna add it in here because some of the stuff, the questions that we're gonna ask. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, this is a good one. Your girlfriend is out with her friends. She had your permission to go. You text her to make sure she is okay because it is after her normal bedtime.
What?
You call, but she doesn't answer.
Where he at?
What would actually go through your mind, fellas?
Oh my God. B.
Oh, you in? Oh no, don't worry about that.
I'm gonna elaborate. I'm gonna pick it back. off you because there's something
There you
I want
go.
to say.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I want to make sure it's said respectfully first.
I will keep this short and sweet. If you can't answer your phone, don't come home.
But
Is this
bye.
your girlfriend or?
No,
Bye.
this is like I would say like we always err on how you say a premise to say that I'm worried about your health first.
Okay.
So if I call you and you don't answer and then you show up home, you can't come home. Okay.
6
home-
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, because I called you and you didn't answer. But if you show up and I know you're alive and you got a pulse, because if I call you and what we talking about 2:30, 3:30? What's out? Do we have a time?
Well, it's per couple, but let's just say.
Because I'm not gonna say you said bedtime and like if you're going out, you're gonna be
Right.
past your
Okay,
bedtime.
say she come at 6 a.m.
No, she can go
And
ahead.
she hasn't answered
She
her
go
phone.
ahead and wrap that up. No, she can go ahead. Wherever she was, I hope it was comfortable because she will be there for the time being.
What if she had a valid excuse?
What's the
What's a valid
excuse?
excuse?
Tell me the excuse.
She had a missing
No,
limb. Is she
no.
missing a limb? She was in the IR.
You know,
Is this the IR?
maybe
No,
somebody
that's
was
the
in
injury.
the
That's
hospital
football.
ER.
and she
ER.
didn't-
Well, IR is the football.
there
clinic.
wasn't you couldn't get service in the hospital.
Right.
That's true.
Oh, no. She didn't stay there. That's why I said, I hope it was comfortable. You didn't hear that part? I hope it was comfortable because she will have to stay there.
Wow.
That's her place.
I think that situation.
That's her new home.
I'm kind of with you, cousin.
Yeah. No,
If his
you-
ass don't answer that phone
And I
by a
only do
certain
that.
time,
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have like one time to call. Okay, cool, because you probably didn't hear it.
Correct.
I'm gonna wait a little while,
Call you.
and I'm gonna call you again. After that second call, it's just something stirs up in me.
No.
We all know when that
Mine
phone
is
is ringing.
also one.
We know when that phone is ringing.
Yeah.
You can't deny saying, "Oh, I didn't have service."
Right.
Nah,
Oh,
fam,
ain't
'cause
no
I'm
7,
leaving
6,
a
7,
message.
8, 9 rings.
Yeah.
Then I go to voicemail.
Correct.
Don't play with me.
Like,
Don't play with me, man.
Okay, let's go into the next scenario.
Hospital.
better be there.
Yeah.
Look.
So
That's insane.
let's go here. Your
I know you.
husband Is your husband is in the bathroom or your boyfriend? Ladies, y'all ready? Your husband is in the bathroom. You go in to get your curling on or whatever to get ready for y'all date night. But you happen upon him watching porn.
You know what I'm doing already. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What do you do?
I mean,
Yeah.
that wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, it probably bothered me. I think it probably bothered me. Cause I'm like, this date night, what the hell?
He might be getting ready for
Yeah, you might
this
be getting
evening.
ready. That's what I was
Like,
thinking.
getting ready.
But my thing is, if I'm going in the bathroom to get my curling on, we're going out. Getting ready for what? Like that,
But
you don't
for
need that
later on in
much.
the
You
evening.
don't need that much plumbing to get ready. Like you getting ready 3 hours prior. To
Why
us
you
probably
can't
getting
see
out?
yourself as invading his privacy? I mean, he in the bathroom first.
Maybe she was trying to speed up the process because they have a certain time they have to get somewhere, and she just happened to stumble upon him
I would feel a certain kind of as a
doing
woman. I
something
would
that
feel a
could
certain kind of
possibly
way.
be
Well,
looked at as
well,
disrespectful.
as a woman, do you feel like you brought that upon yourself? And
But why the
invaded
hell you in the
privacy?
bathroom? If it would make you feel like, why the hell you in the bathroom?
For the same reason you in the bathroom. He could have been in there doing 1 or 2, and then he was doing some other things in the process. Like it still don't discount the fact that you need to knock and ask for permission to come in.
Right.
In my house, I'm not knocking every door. I can
Shoot,
go.
this
Look,
is our house.
Wait,
I'm not knocking on no
I
doors.
that he was in the
I
bathroom.
need some more feedback on this because I mean I ain't gonna lie to you. I do it all the time. I'm
on
not
date
gonna
night.
lie to you. No, but it didn't say date night on that.
Yes, it
Say
did.
date night.
Oh, it did?
That's your
So
husband.
get ready to
date
go
night
out.
would bother you?
Well,
No,
Maybe.
that's
If it's
a
not
woman.
date night?
That's a woman thing. That's a woman thing. Like, because if it was just Tuesday, it would be all right.
Nah,
But
well,
since it
you
was
know.
date night, it's a problem.
You holding us up. We gotta go. I gotta get this curling on. You've been in this bathroom 2 hours.
No, but he
Later,
may be
brothers.
too excited when y'all go on a date, so he has to get himself
Like,
right
release
before
himself
he
right.
goes.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a
You know,
minority.
and then
You
so
don't need to
later
do
on
that.
that night,
It
It
takes
really
5
does
minutes.
sound like you're in a
Let's
minority.
take it's
No,
5
no, no,
minutes
no, no,
before I
no.
get ready to get
No,
so
no.
I'll
Why you
excite
want
you real
one?
quick.
You sound
Thank
real.
you.
If you're trying to hear him go on a date, you can do that in like 5
You
minutes.
sound real controlling.
I'm probably.
I'm priming up. I
That's
ain't gonna
what
lie
I'm
to you. I'm
We can
priming
make
up.
our own movie when we come back
I'm
from date
priming
night.
up.
You don't need to
Real-
prop or prime nothing.
It's
I'm priming up.
We can make our own movie when we come back from date night. but
absolutely.
We still doing
Right. No.
date night.
He
Absolutely.
does not need to be watching that before we go on
But
our
the man
date
might
night.
be priming up. What
You
you
don't need
mean?
you don't need to prime up for me.
Well, what if
I
you was-
already know what you're working with. Come on, let's go.
Oh.
See, that's it's not a deal breaker for me.
I mean, that's what I'm talking
They
about.
gotta, why not? Hold on,
Here
wait.
we
Let's
go.
talk about this. Why
just
is not a
saying.
deal breaker? Why?
We
Because she don't mind him
congratulate
like
people.
Oh, you don't
on
mind?
that.
Okay.
Oh, no,
okay.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
okay.
Jay
We
ready to
found out
fuss.
about
Yeah.
you, J4. You're not really a good listener.
Yeah, Jay.
No, don't do me that. No, I just didn't hear what she said. I mean,
But Jay, is that an everyday thing for you?
You don't listen well? That's about
So
you
that's
right
a yes?
now.
I mean,
I'm hearing a
don't
yes.
judge
That's
me.
what I'm getting. We here to intervene.
hey, hey,
Come on up.
anything goes. I gotta get it. I gotta get
Okay,
it.
moving on. Scenario.
Thank you.
Nikia, we need you to answer this one too.
gonna
You
get it.
are newlyweds, fresh over the broom, a few months in. Then you find out your new husband has a new baby, 8 months old, which he hasn't told you about.
8 months.
I'm gonna stay
Keep in mind, y'all have been together for over a year prior to marriage. What do you do?
Who made these questions?
Well, I'm staying out of this one.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
He getting some papers real quick.
Thank you.
8 months and you like,
Well,
well,
You
technically,
ain't usher for the man.
well, technically they were together a year. So if they were together a year and the baby's 8 months old, it took 9 months for that baby to come into this world. It's a gray area there. Maybe he didn't want to lose her. Now listen, I'm only trying to play devil's advocate
Women's man.
because I know this sounds terrible considering that I was not okay with the whole porn thing, but yet okay with a baby. But that's not what I'm saying. All I'm simply saying, think about it. If he had a baby before, got the girl pregnant before he met you, y'all was together a year before marriage.
But I didn't know anything about it.
Right.
Yeah, I know some situations like
so the
that.
baby down there, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a deal breaker.
it's a deal
That's
breaker.
a deal breaker, Sheree.
So would you
Look,
divorce
Michelle, you go
him?
ahead and cut that off right now. First of all, I want to know who wrote these questions.
They're not married.
And I want to
Well,
know
first
why
of all,
all this
you're not
male,
married yet.
this male bashing is going on
But
right
you
now.
find out about it. You're not married yet. So
I
you
was
find out.
married.
No, you married once you find out that the baby's 8 months
Oh,
old.
Yeah, we newlyweds.
So you was right. They're newlyweds,
Okay,
right?
well,
I'm gonna move this cup one more damn time.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
First of all, Keshava, men are faithful,
Okay.
all right, and they don't make outside babies.
Oh, you doing that whole black
wait,
men faithful
what?
thing?
I am. I'm taking
You
it
should,
there. I'm
okay.
taking it all the way there.
Okay, because I know,
And
I know quite a few that's not.
Look. If I am on this panel, I will not have us disrespected. All right. I am here to represent us to the
Right.
fullest,
Right.
Okay.
and I will take it there.
So you
Right.
say all men are faithful?
Yes.
I would
So
Until
like
you're
to say for the
faithful.
record that he's alive,
Yes.
and the truth is not in him.
Okay.
Somebody say
First-
that.
I would
recently.
like, I
men
would
are
like
faithful.
for men to be faithful. I'm not saying that every man is unfaithful,
This-
but
this
this
is-
is not the scenario that we're going through. But let's talk about it.
I will not.
Have you ever cheated?
No.
Faithful to God.
Never.
No.
Look us in our eyes.
As God is your witness.
First of all,
You know you just
I will
on the phone
tell you.
with the reverend.
I will tell you now that, and I will state this one here for the record that I am very comfortable with the fact that if I am not happy with you, that I will leave you.
Ooh.
So
See
you will
that right there?
communicate.
No, I
He's
mean,
taking
if
his
I will,
way.
I will discommunicate. I will stop communicating you and stop communicating with somebody else. But
Oh.
I have no need to cheat on you because if I don't want you, then it is
Well-
fair for me to say, you know what, this is not working for me.
Okay.
I have a
I'm
problem.
not gonna make my
Which brings
comment
us to
right
our next
now.
scenario.
Oh, you
Hold the
can
hell
make
on.
comment.
Everybody just hold the hell on.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
I'm
take
about
that
to move
there.
on. Hold on.
No, shuffle your cards because
I'm nervous.
I mean I know you
I'm nervous.
got more male bashing questions in there. I'm sure you do.
Happiness versus commitment.
That's the
What the hell you mean happy?
Ha-
What's happiness versus commitment? Because
Hap-
me and you always get into these
No,
conversations.
and this is the thing. This is and this is for men and women. I say this is there should be more truth personally between people because if you're not happy in a relationship, you should be strong enough or you know, like I said, you owe it to yourself to be, you know, in a place where saying like, I'm not happy here.
Bingo.
So either you need to change what you're doing or I need to remove myself from the situation. The thing is
Did
that
he
we
just
like to
say
straddle the
something
fence.
That's
No, people like to
respectful.
straddle the fence.
How
Right,
I
okay.
feel.
Because
No.
it's like, I mean, I'm not happy in this relationship, but if I leave this person, then I lose the little bit that I have. Like, no, you got to be strong enough to go ahead and say, oh, well, I'm going to take this journey.
Right.
Because I'm very cool on being single because single is not always that lonely.
No, it's not. But hold
It's
up.
not.
But here's the thing. I think a lot of people oftentimes they often go to I'm not happy after they've been caught. You get what I'm saying? Like if you would have communicated this off. See, here's the thing.
Nah, fam.
If
nah.
if you were to communicate that off the rip, that would be a conversation. That way, when Shaniqua say, "Oh, well, you did tell me a few
The
months
hell?
ago," well, I don't
Yeah.
know. Raheem Shaniqua. She said, "Well, you're right. You did tell me months ago that you weren't happy, and okay, well."
Yeah.
But don't say you're not happy after you got caught,
No,
and don't
no,
say that you're
no,
not happy
that-
and
all
still
I-
be playing girlfriend boyfriend type stuff.
All I'm
Right,
saying is
right.
that don't put that
That's
on
the
me.
thing.
Don't put that on me because we like to put our experiences on the next man. I don't want you putting your experiences out of me because I didn't do that. I didn't do that to you.
Is that?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But like I said, I didn't put that off on you, and I think that a lot of people are willing to communicate, but a lot of times that we kind of lack the strength to just kind of stand firm in what
I
it is
agree.
that we believe.
I-
Because
that's
we
something
will
that
say
I will
we-
agree with.
I know people that have said they wanted to leave, but the person said, "Oh no, please, let's try to work on it," and then they stay, knowing that you wanted to leave, just leave.
Absolutely.
You know?
But we all know it's not easier, but I think that's what a lot of men and women need to do.
Why you
Walk
gotta
away.
stress the men? You
If-
stress the men
I
part.
did stress the
women
men
part
because
sounded
men,
kinda silent.
men are the first one to say they weren't happening. And a
Is that
woman to
you?
be like, even though I'm not happy right now, I'm honoring my commitment and I'm trying to work through this. That's the difference. That's statistically proven.
Hold on.
It's in the Bible.
So
Yes,
this is like
it's come
it's
to
like a
the
moral,
statistics.
like a badge of honor to stick around in the bad.
No, it's
relationship?
not. No. And I think more women
Oh,
need to be like, you know what? But here's the thing. It's a balance between doing the work or being willing to do the work, and after you've done that work and it's still not working, to walk away. But just because you're having a feeling at the moment that you're not happy, for you to forsake your commitment because you're not happy at this moment, get the hell over it and be a man.
But
and
what I'm
work
saying
through
is,
it.
do you want somebody that's gonna kind of flip flop like that?
No,
like,
I know.
Like
You know what's
if a person
flip-flopping to
come and
me?
tell me that they're not happy in a moment and
You know
it's kind
what-
of premature, then you can
what's-
still kick rocks.
Okay, but you know what's premature to me? I mean, flip flopping to me is when you're with somebody and then you're not with them, but then you go back to them.
Correct.
But then you're not with them. That's flip flopping.
No, that's
Stand firm on
no,
what the hell you're doing. If you're
That's-
gonna leave, you need to leave.
That's
now.
convenience though. But that's
Right.
that's on the person that is being done to because if you are what do you call the abusee? We call that it's if you are the abuser and a person is letting you come in and out of their life, that's on you. Like you got to stand up for you because that person's gonna keep doing what they want to do. They obviously want to be in and out of your life. So if you let them in that's not a fault on them.
Right.
That's a fault on you.
Right. But the person who's not happy, like you said, stand firm and leave, can keep your ass on out there.
That's what I'm saying. If a person says they're not happy and they leave you or you break up and then that person says, oh no, I made a mistake, like nah, keep that same energy, cut.
Right.
We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Word. I'm with it. I'm with it. Nah, we agree with that. Even though then you can, because you lead by happiness.
I will not.
Happiness is the end all be all.
Happiness is the end all be all.
No, you're never always happy.
No, not enough. No, that's wrong.
You're not always. I have 3 kids. They piss me off more than I've been happy in sometimes. I'm being honest. What you say? Off with your head. I'm getting a new one. No, you work through that feeling.
No, I mean kids are different than you talk about relationships, and I think relationships and life is built on happiness. Period. If you're not happy with where you are, then you have an obligation to change it.
Happiness is a feeling.
And it is based upon what's happening in
Right.
your life at that time.
Absolutely.
I don't want happiness. I would rather have joy and
contentment
authentic
and
love.
growth and
Not even
evolution.
contentment, because contentment sometimes means complacency.
Well,
And I don't want to be
that's a lot of people
complacent in my
associate that, but
relationship.
I don't think that's so. But that's a whole other topic in itself.
So happiness and joy, yes. Love, authentic, genuine, yes. Whereas communication and knowing, we communicating what we feel and what we want. That's what I want. I don't want happiness.
So
Happiness
what
is
happens?
based on what happens.
What happens to the person that tries to communicate but is confused?
Back to what I said. Once you've done all that you can do and do your work, you can be like, okay, well, this is not working.
Mhm.
I've done it. I told you I wasn't happy 3 years ago. You didn't do no work, probably not 3 years. But
But that's
I'm out.
cut and dry though, okay?
It's
That's
not
cut and
cut-
dry.
I mean, after you've done your work,
She got to stop with that. You got to stop with that.
I mean, 3
That's
years
good
is
enough.
too long. You
It
said
is
too
good.
much.
No,
I
3 days, 3
no,
months.
No,
That's good.
I think
3 hours.
People need a place in them where, and I'm gonna say this, and it may sound like selfishness, but it's realness. Like people don't know themselves well enough, or they're not kind of in tune with what personally makes them happy. It's like you cannot be in a relationship and be so worried about the other person that you lose yourself. Like your personal
But we
happiness
talk
is important.
We're talking about happy. Are you happy every day? Kill yourself if you're not happy every day. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. I'm saying that I'm not happy. But if I have a bad day, that's different. There's a difference between having a bad day and being in a bad relationship.
Agreed.
Because I don't look
we're
at a
talking
relationship.
about happiness.
Well, then maybe I need to clarify a point.
Yes, please do.
Because I can have a bad day with a mate and still really love them. Because every day is not going to be a good day, but that doesn't mean that
Thank
my
you.
happiness has changed in the relationship. We just having a moment.
Right.
It's even like a
Absolutely.
bad
Okay,
day. A bad
good.
day is just a moment.
Absolutely.
But if I don't see myself wanting to be with anybody else or not wanting to be without them, then I'm still happy. That's one of them things where you got to tell yourself
Absolutely.
to just get off your soapbox
Right.
and realize that life ain't all that bad.
Right.
I could totally agree with that. Nah, thank you for clarifying that. That's
That's
all I
up
was
to
trying to
you.
have them get to.
Right.
That
Up
works
to
for
you.
me. That
Right.
works for me. Now I can be less angry. It's not like
Yeah,
any happiness.
see,
Good.
Because it makes
this
me
is what
feel
you
like
know. Like Kashella's is brutal, and I'm telling y'all that men have feelings. We have feelings, and you need to worry about our feelings.
he come home, baby, I'm not happy.
That's right.
I'm dating your sister. What the-
Honestly, I am that man. I'm like, look, you know
Man.
what I'm saying?
happened here?
I'm
Sarah!
usually home for
Gorgeous
8,
move.
and I came home for 11 because I needed 3 hours to consider what it is that's going on in this house. All right? I don't like the fact that the rice is coming. Yeah, you haven't cooked in 2 weeks, and I'm telling you, I'm feeling very unloved. Now, if you make me feel loved within the next 24 hours, then we might be able to make this work. But if you don't, then I may have.
Yeah, but
I may have to seek another.
I'm
way.
glad you clarified that because
Yeah.
I'm just telling you because guys hear that and I've heard tons of guys say that. I just wasn't happy, but it's after they got caught.
No.
And they
Not-
think
not
happiness
half.
based on relationship and life is not all happy, but you seeking that.
No,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
it's
You
not.
see
It's not happy. But like I said, there's a definite finite difference in that thing because any situation is not perfect. So you're gonna have good and you're gonna have bad days. It's just like I say, not happy is not a whim. It's a thing that's a serious consideration. It's saying like, look, you're not giving me what it is I need to be happy as a person. Like you are tearing away at who I am
Right.
as a person, and I need to
Yeah.
separate myself from the situation because I am unhappy as a person. Whether I'm saying I'm unhappy for the date,
Right. I'm with it. Okay.
Oh,
I'm glad
my
you
God.
clarified that because you open up as if right now I'm not happy. So
No,
I'm
no,
cheating
no,
on
no,
you
no,
with
no.
Brenda.
Like no, if I bring it to you, like I'm unhappy as a person. You're breaking my spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel whole anymore. Harris, you know what it feels like when you don't feel whole?
I'm just.
I hope you feel.
I'm just trying to tell
That's
you,
right.
if a man comes into your life and you don't feel whole, you leave that man because he's not good for you.
Oh,
It's
we
a
got
toxic
everybody.
relationship.
Leave.
That's right.
Next scenario.
Bye.
Wait, no, we ain't gonna ask that one because.
Wow, what was that one?
Oh, this is a lot of. We're just gonna go into the questions because this is a lot of. It's kind of.
Because I'm telling you, I didn't put the mailbags and questions to the side. She can't take no more of them out of there.
Okay, we've done this before, but we're gonna ask
All right.
the ladies. Yeah, you were here before we asked it. We want you to ask it again this time. Since you're the king, you should know the answer. You see your best friend with someone of the opposite sex. Would you tell your best friend?
Yeah.
That's that woman you called out there bad, right? That's that woman, right?
It could.
All right,
Could
good.
be whoever.
That's that woman.
Nikia, what you say? What you say?
What kind of friend is it?
It's your best friend.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, I'm telling
Oh, if it's my best friend, I'm telling.
Okay.
If it's
so,
an associate.
So you telling her boyfriend that you caught your best friend out there with another man?
no, your
Is
best.
it- no, 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 no.
You saw
No,
no,
no, no. Oh, no, no. No, 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 no.
What?
No.
Clear it
That
up, man.
microphone.
Clear it
Grab
up.
that microphone.
Clear it up.
You just saw your best friend out with a man that you don't recognize
You
as
owe
her
no loyalty to
boyfriend.
him.
I sure
Are you
don't.
telling him that you saw your best friend with another man?
You owe no loyalty to him. You're not loyal to him.
My loyalty is to my friend. So
Right, exactly.
I'm not telling him. I mean, of course, I'll ask her like, friend. what
Well,
are you
I'll
doing?
be two people that were very vocal in saying that they were telling their girlfriend that they saw that man, but you are not telling on that woman. Huh?
Does it seem kind of sexy?
I'll be cool.
Ain't about being
Oh
sexy.
well, it is what it is. You mean
The
when you
Duplicitousness.
what,
It's not about being sexy. It's not about being sexy.
what is it about?
It's not.
So you wouldn't tell your best friend you saw his woman out? That's your
With
best
somebody
friend.
else.
Right.
Boy, get the fuck. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We're gonna bloop that.
Boy, go with your move.
Well, what he goes,
But
what
he
you
don't
mean?
want to know why.
Yeah, what
He
you
want
mean?
to know
I'm
why.
gonna tell him why.
Okay.
But the whole
Oh,
thing
trash
about
and garbage. You
Yeah.
never tell that man something.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah,
up
no.
here lying
I
front
saw her
it's
name.
just-
She was over.
it's just-
Lies, trash, and garbage.
Oh, as soon as I get to talking, now you want to talk.
All right,
man.
Mama
Go ahead,
Cita.
I got you.
Go ahead, King.
Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
You're gonna tell your best friend,
Right.
even if you don't be direct, but depending on the friend, because you know.
Anybody tell me?
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Move on.
I would like the
Oh
record
no,
to
nobody ain't
say
quiet now.
that it's shameful. It's shameful that this women would tell on that
I don't know what
man,
happened.
but would not tell on their girlfriend. I just want that to be. Is that noted? Are we recording? Is this on? I just want to make sure it's on.
I'm the king, boy. I don't worry about that.
Okay, well, we're gonna
I
move
just don't
on to.
understand that. Why would you go to a man and tell them, hey, you know, my best friend was cheating on you? Why would you do that?
Okay, go ahead and tell
For the
me.
same reason you would go to your homegirl and say,
I
you know
have no
what? I
loyalty to
saw
that man.
Absolutely.
None whatsoever. I have everything to her.
Tragedy.
You might want that man.
Sound like a Game of Thrones.
well.
You might want that man.
And if she's doing it on her best friend, she's a no good woman.
Right.
That's beside the point. That wasn't the question. You might want that man.
First of all, that man might be ministering to
You ain't
that
gotta
woman.
be
You
like
don't
that.
even know.
I'm just keeping it real. I'm not saying that you do.
That's,
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
Brandon did make a
That
point.
would
We
be
don't
a
know what
different
the.
situation. Then I'd
we don't
tell
know
him.
why they're
but
together.
I still wouldn't double crossing my friend.
Absolutely not.
I'm just going across. I mean,
Okay, so let's ask the questions. Let's move to the questions. Ooh, we're gonna get back to a scenario in a minute. Here we go, the male bashing. Okay, now, well, y'all wasn't here to write
Somebody
your
gonna take
questions.
responsibility
Male
for this question.
Why are men so indecisive?
Ooh. Men indecisive.
that's
Really?
the only part of that question.
So y'all really gonna take
Why
it
the
that?
action doesn't match the words? Because
Well,
they're not happy at the moment.
well,
They told you something on Tuesday and they felt different on Thursday.
You know what? You know
From to
what?
have Brandon tell it.
Let's clarify some points right now. All right.
Oh my God.
First of all, you got about
Why
two
y'all-
questions. You got about 2 questions to figure this out. All right, because I will not be answering any more of these questions after 2. If we don't,
Why
if
y'all
we
so
don't get
indecisive?
indecisive on what? What do we want to watch? What do we want to eat? What do we want to? What movie we want to go to?
Thank you. That was my
I
next
mean,
question.
what are we
Which
indecisive
woman
on?
do you
Indecisive
want
on
to
what?
have?
That's how about
No,
that?
that needs to be on that card because we know what we being indecisive about.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm a Pisces, I'm gonna be indecisive. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am.
I'm not. I would be very decisive.
I'm gonna be indecisive. Me.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I am too. I am. I'm a Paul.
Me too.
I'm a Paul.
Oh, when? Damn. This is. I'm sorry, brothers, but this is the question.
It was a random selection.
Random.
When should a man?
Did they write them down randomly too?
Well, yeah. When should a man know it's time to give up on his marriage? I promise that I did not ask this, although I would like to know the answer to this. I mean, I've had some good days
The thing about
and
it,
some hills to climb.
I feel like, well,
Oh my
look,
God.
I think the women should answer that first because a woman would know faster than a man would.
How do you
As
feel?
Bam has said it, once you've done all that you can do, you can't do no more. Isn't that how she said it in the movie? I think I missed the part.
Hey, that's all you can do. I mean,
Yeah.
hey.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's all you can do. So once you've done all you can do, you can't
is
do
there-
no more.
Is there a difference between a man needing to know when to walk away and a woman needing to know when to walk away? Like, it's just, is it time? Like, when do you know? Like, when the love vibe is gone, when the attention is gone, when the affection is gone, when it's gone.
I think I'm probably the only one like in this room that feels as though stop running with your damn feelings. Get your little sensitive ass over it. Honor your commitment first. Once you've honored your commitment, then we can talk about the other stuff. Stop going by your feelings.
I am
'Cause
ashamed
I feel
that
like-
I continually have to be on this show and be the voice of reason and the heart
Hey.
of this
Because-
matter. In
because-
your feminine body, why is there no heart? All right?
In that one, down near the end.
And what I'm saying
This
to
one
you
down
is
at
right
the
here.
end.
She doesn't tell me she loves me anymore.
We don't even talk
She
anymore.
doesn't
We don't even know
hold
we
me
argue.
the way she used to. She doesn't tell me sweet things. She doesn't tell me I look good when we go out. And I am upset and I am distraught.
All I'm saying
Because
is-
I am receiving compliments from random women in the street that I do not get when I am at home. Those are reasons.
So those are the things that will cause you
Those are because she doesn't treat me like she used to. She doesn't treat me
But do
like
you
she
give
treated
that?
me.
You give it back in return?
How about that?
Like, do you really
Is
believe?
there
Because you
any
may not.
reciprocity?
No. Like I think there's a bargain that you make. It's a silent agreement. I think that in a relationship you should give or you should ask for nothing more than you give. So what I'm saying to you is that if I am complimenting you, if I am making you feel secure in the relationship, and you stop reciprocating the things that I'm giving you, then I have to consider or reconsider our agreement because you're not giving me the things that I need in order to be happy.
What is
Because
the
if I'm
time
giving it to
frame
you-
on you reconsidering this? Is it like 5 minutes? You come in like
No,
pizza
no,
for dinner? You know what?
No,
I ain't having.
no. I think after the conversation, there's no time after that. Like once I tell you what the problems are, if you don't try to correct them, then that's a choice. And once you start making choices, I start making choices. So if I tell you that I'm not happy for X, Y, and Z, and then you don't attack X, Y, and Z and try to make them better,
Can you let me ask this? Can you have a conversation that needs to be had, although it's uncomfortable to have?
I love uncomfortable conversations.
too, I
That's
do.
the
You have
truth.
to.
I swear.
Like that's
You
the
have
truth.
to.
I
You
swear.
know, everybody's
Yeah.
not a communicator, so it's
Right.
like, what do you do?
But it's necessary in order for your relationship to grow or
Right.
for you to move
Right.
on. You gotta be willing to have those uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, I think that's when the truth comes out, and I think that like we say, like sometimes a non-answer is the greatest answer you can receive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and sometimes it's what people don't say that tells you everything you need to know.
Okay.
Everybody says that communication is the biggest key. I feel that. But are you going to continue to do the same thing that you did what it took to take that man, to get that man? Or vice versa? Because your communication was great. Let's not get it wrong. Let's keep it real. You meet a man, I meet a woman, whatever. Your communication was great.
But start throwing in them damn kids start throwing in them damn bills, and then you be like, you know what?
Not only that, it's
Usually
just,
that's the breakdown of a lot of stuff.
well, that
Because
too.
you in the club, you see little
That too.
Shaniqua,
That too.
and you see Raheem, and for that night, you feel like they're the one.
My
Because you're happy
thing,
for that moment.
my thing
I'm
is,
gonna throw happiness out
where
there
does
all
the
damn
communication
night.
stop? Where the communication?
First of all,
what
I
did you
need
just
I need
say?
your bias to stop seeping into this conversation.
Right.
That's what I need.
Crazy.
That's what I want. Because I feel like I'm under attack.
You should feel that
I'm
way.
letting you feel like you're gonna take it. I'm not.
You're next.
I take
No, I'm
exception.
not.
I take
No, I'm
exception.
not.
Oh.
But where does the communication stop? Where does it stop?
When you
Ladies?
stop talking.
Ladies?
Yeah, right.
Why does it have to be on the man?
When the,
stop talking?
I know I'm not saying you like
'Cause-
you.
'cause you're
saying
the
when
king.
the talking
'Cause you're the
stops.
king.
When you
Right. And you're
stop
the leader.
I am the king.
talking to
Yeah,
each
you're the
I
other.
am. I am.
The man,
But-
the
When you
man,
start talking to someone else about your issues or your
you're
problems
not
to get some kind of
heard, you better
clarity,
speak.
then that's
You better
when
tell
you're
it like you
breaking
mean
down
it.
the communication at home. So if
Mm.
you're not willing to have that difficult conversation with the person that you need to have it with because it's difficult, and you go out and talk to somebody else, you're now letting yourself know I'm
Hey.
not willing to work on that
That's how they
at
do it.
home.
Just so y'all know.
I'm looking for solution outside of the home because I don't want to fix it.
You better shut.
I agree to that.
shut
but,
your
but
mouth.
that they go both ways.
It does. I'm not saying the man or the woman. I'm
That's
just
where you
saying
put it.
you
That's
in
where you
the.
put it.
I'm saying you in the
Okay.
second person point of
Okay.
view.
Okay. Well, yeah, I agree.
Nikia,
agree
I
with that.
don't see you, Nikia.
Come on, let's talk.
Okay.
Let's talk.
I don't see you in the camera.
You don't see me in the
I
camera?
don't.
Oh.
I don't see you in the camera. I need
It's
to-
not my fault.
Okay, I see you. I see you now.
See?
You need to scoop, make me mind. You can be this way. This. Get closer, Nikki. There we go.
And even on this side,
You trying to hide, but nope. Scoot closer.
all the way.
Put your hip on my hip.
It snuck up on me.
Okay.
You can still see Monica?
Yep. All right. So move on to the next question.
Molly got some stuff for that.
I like mine. We gotta keep her around.
Get that right.
This is part
Get that
one.
right.
What do you ask this question?
Oh my God.
Can you see it?
First of all, I want some questions. Give me some
Do
questions.
you want some?
No, give me all. Give me the bowl. I'm sick of this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Cause Shella messing this all up. All right.
What do you do if you have someone too much into you and it's not working out, but can't get rid of it?
I don't know who the hell asked this question. Call the cops.
You if you have someone that's too much into you.
I don't know. I don't know who wrote that question, but you can get rid of them.
Block.
What
Block
do you
that-
do
Yeah, block them.
Yes.
if you have
It's called a
someone
restraining
too
order.
much into you
She said her
and it's not working out, but can't get rid of it?
Randy, you can't pre-read the question.
He reading all the questions.
Oh no, fam. Oh no, I got this. Don't worry about that.
You can't
Chill over
do
there.
that. You
Put
can
these
choose
producers
the
back.
Question, you just
Qualified.
randomly pick and
I
read
don't
and the
know.
answer. You
Yeah.
messing up the vibe right now.
Let's just say I'm randomly pulling.
That was
them
me
out.
with that question.
That is not
That was
right.
a.
That was me.
This
Oh,
one?
we'll block them.
So
This
you
one?
could block.
Restraining order?
I
Yeah.
had a restraining order.
Oh.
Girl,
What
go
you
to
did
your
that- what
mama
you-
house
what you
and
did that
and put the first down.
Hide in the attic.
I need you to tell me what you did there, man.
This.
He's breaking the rules.
Well, I'm just asking for a guy's opinion with that. You know?
Oh, fellas.
What? Hold on, I missed that. Let me get that.
Here we go.
What got?
Like, how do you
Here we
get the
go.
point? Like, how do you get it?
B.
What point? What
There
is
you
If
go.
somebody's too much into, he about to
There you go,
ask it
baby.
again.
Someone's too much into you.
What do you do if you have someone that's too much into you and it's not working out, but you can't get rid of it?
Have you slept with the person? I mean, not. You asking for a friend.
Good. Did you lay around that? Yeah, with the yeah.
Yeah, she didn't lay down there.
Huh? Did you put it on?
You want it, I want
You
it.
down man. You know what you did to him.
You
You know what you did to him. In the conversation.
Because you got some people that could be
drops
into
the
you and you
card.
don't even do nothing but have dinner with them.
Right.
I mean, I know from experience, unfortunately.
Again,
I know.
men
She's so
have
charismatic.
feelings, and you must understand that sometimes, you know, we get a little overly emotional. We get attached. We like to get discredited for the times that we don't show emotion. But when we do show emotion, all of a sudden now it's thoughts. We hang out in the bush because we love the woman. No, we stalking them. Make it stop.
I just want to make sure you got to your car
Exactly.
in the morning.
What do
Say,
you You know what I'm saying? Like what do you want? Like if your man is in the bed and he doesn't get out to make sure that you're all right, you're mad at the man. He's in the bed. He doesn't care whether or not your car started. But if the man's outside on your car when you go out to start it, it's a problem. I'm just saying, you gotta pick your poison. All right, next question.
But we didn't
He's
answer
not
the
right.
question.
Do that.
Okay, but then
He
I
can't
feel
do
like
that.
disconnect comes
We
in
can't hear you.
where I don't want to be heard. I just want them to hear me. I feel like the disconnect comes in to where you're trying to be too nice about your approach and telling them that you don't want this to go any further. So then they get strung along because you're still giving them that little bit of hope because
Hey,
you were
hey,
nice.
hey,
to them.
try being less attractive.
Right.
All right. Try
What-
toning it down.
What
All right? Just tone it down.
Bingo.
That'll get it.
I'm
Next
sure
question.
do that. Look at
Zoe,
this
that's
woman.
messed up.
She
Next-
can tone it down.
Next question.
Hey, she cannot
Okay.
tone that down.
Why?
It's your pheromone.
Order at the table.
He got a whip. He got a real
Order
strong
it
whip
is.
with the
That's what it
pheromones,
is.
and he's addicted now. So you're gonna have to change.
You get random texts like, I love you so much.
What you looking at me like that for? It's a
I can show you a couple in my phone. You be like,
And
I ain't
they-
talked to you in 3 years.
And I will go on the record and say that women are at fault because
good.
women want attention from the people they want attention from, and not the men, the good and faithful men that are willing to
Next
give
question.
them that
From
Oh, now we
Cologne.
want next question. All right, next question.
Next
From
question.
Cologne.
Right,
Why?
I knew it was coming. Cologne men faithful. I knew it was coming.
But I'm not
there
from
it
Cologne.
is. That's one
No,
of his
I-
taglines.
you
was
there for 4 years.
I would like to tell you that you're a very attractive woman.
Mm.
And you've never seen more attractive than you just said in that moment of hate-filled speech that you just
Right.
I can't.
Don't do that to yourself. All right, next question.
Oh God.
Why are women so selfish?
That is not what
Who wants to attack that?
Bing, bing, bing. Let's go. Let's go.
Say that.
No. Start at the end.
Whoa.
Let me see where it
Monica,
says that.
why?
Show
Yeah,
why.
I got a real
Why
question.
women so
I ain't
selfish?
gonna
Number one,
lie.
Mama
Show
Caesar,
me-
the
show-
card doesn't say that. Number two, he didn't get here on time enough to write his own question, so
I
now
got a
he's
question.
ad-libbing.
Oh, women just selfish, or is it just men? Because
Oh,
he
it's
came on here
just
talking about
men.
happiness.
It's just
That
men.
sounds very selfish to me.
I think the card clearly states why are women so selfish.
He just wrote that. You know?
No, that's my handwriting, and that's
Oh.
said men.
Ah! He put
Woman.
woman.
All right. I would like someone to answer the question, please.
No, you gotta finish with the rest of the question too.
Oh. Why are women so selfish, and why is one man not enough
I can't.
for them?
Clearly, we know
Right.
that is why are men so selfish? Because they go off of being happy for the moment.
Correct. And they're
So
hunters.
ju-
And they're hunters.
They have
Absolutely.
feelings. They have feelings.
Because they have feelings.
They have
And
a lot of feelings.
And they
A
feel
lot of
different on
feelings.
Monday,
They
feel
need-
different on Tuesday, and Thursday, Lord knows, come Friday. They're seeking happiness.
Stereotypically, women can be happy, there's your word happy, with one man.
Absolutely.
It depends on a man's need for the day, whether or not he's going to be happy with the woman he's with
Absolutely.
on Monday, or if
Absolutely.
he's going to go find Shaniqua on Tuesday
Hey.
to be happy with.
Shaniqua was a hoe, boy.
And Raheem ain't no damn good.
Thank you.
Clearly, we're not asking the question that is at hand, and it is
Women are
why
not selfish.
women so selfish?
We are not selfish.
And why
we
is
bear
one man
the
not
children.
enough?
We
Right,
bear
get
the
it.
children. We give up our bodies for other little people. Therefore, we could never ever be selfish. However, men don't bear that burden. Men plant the seed and don't even stay there to watch it grow.
Ew.
Okay. That's why I see
We ain't
the, I see the
dropping no mics
narrative
right
that is being spent in this thing right here, and I will act accordingly. All right, here it is. If women don't appreciate the man that is in their life and they see the worst in them, how can they expect that man to be loving and giving and supportive and not run off because she's had this baby? Tanisha?
I don't know, this is too deep for me. I was
No. We're there. We're there.
I was
We're
so
there.
I was so
We're-
caught up to the emotion of it. I didn't really know.
restate
what
the question if you don't mind.
You
Friends.
said you unselfishly gave of your body to produce another life.
Yes.
Yet and still in your answer was a very derogative statement towards that man that impregnated you and gave you that life. So if you're unsupportive of this man that impregnated you, what is his motivation to stay there after you have given life?
Okay, number one, I did say stereotypically. So in saying that is the societal perception of how men are in relationships. Do I personally feel that way? No, I personally do not. Number one. Number two, if you're going to stay there and are you going to lay there and make the baby?
Make the baby.
You should stay there and help raise the baby.
Stay your ass there and raise the baby.
And there are so many different avenues that I can go with this, but I'm just gonna stop right there.
How about me take this avenue and saying that you're on this panel to give your personal opinion. I don't care about stereotypes. I want you to give your personal opinion while you telling me about stereotypes.
Well, I mean, we have to entertain
what do you
the
feel
masses.
personally? No, I don't need to entertain the masses. I want your thoughts. I don't want the world's thoughts. I want Lanisha's thoughts. Why do you wear a name tag? You wear a name tag because you are here as yourself. It doesn't say the world thought on your chest. It says you.
He is. I think he should.
That'll hold you.
Get the
Yeah, I'm taking it all the way.
Look at him to me.
I told you I did
want.
not come.
Look
I
at
did
him.
not
People
come to
what they
play.
want.
I'm not
So
here
number
for
That's
that.
what
one,
they want.
let's talk about the originality of why this is happening right now. The question says,
The question says, why are women so selfish?
Why are
And
men
why is one
so
man not
selfish?
enough?
And why is one woman just not
When you
enough?
have one woman.
That was the original question.
I
Apparently, someone on the panel is speaking from their personal experiences. You decided to go ahead and
Because-
change it for
because
your
men-
own personal
men
gain. But
can
we're not going to
become-
let this happen. So, can you answer the
Men
question
can
that's on the
become
card?
selfish because they
Why
want
is
everything.
men selfish? Not why are men selfish. Why is men selfish?
You know
They
what?
don't want to honor their commitment.
Because obviously from the tone of this table, we have to look out for ourselves because our women are not. Our women think the worst of us. They do not believe in us.
No.
I have been.
Brandon,
You know what?
that's
You know
totally
what?
untrue.
Brandon.
I feel emotional in this statement, and I am holding back tears now because I have been here probably 30 minutes, and I have not felt
She got a tissue for you, baby.
I need to
any
understand.
support
Go ahead, B.
towards the man and what he suffers through and how he tries to support and carry that woman
He's
and that
suffering
baby.
through while trying to flirt with everybody, while impregnate
Why she
everybody, and
pregnant?
move on.
Because
from
she may not be able to
But it
do
doesn't
what she's
have to
done
be
to
a pregnant
get you
woman.
there.
She's given the happiness that the
Yeah,
man
absolutely.
is wanting,
And he-
but it's still not enough.
It takes
I
9
wanna
months
know
for the
why
baby to
it's
get
not
here. He
enough.
was happy 2 of
Can
those
you, like,
months, so
help
I'm just
with
saying.
that?
So what we-
Aisha,
talking
look at
about?
Aisha.
I'm just asking.
Say it again.
Yep.
Say it again.
I'm just saying that
Say
you
it
can have a
again.
woman that gives all the happiness in the world to this man, but it's still not enough. He still wants that happiness
Yep.
from somebody else. Why?
Thank you.
Why?
Because a lot of men think the
Why,
grass
man?
is greener
Why?
on the other side. and
I
that's
can't.
not.
I can't explain that
Why,
because
man?
Is it just because
I am curious to know why on this panel and why women in general do not take 2 seconds to assess their own motives and what motivates them
don't have
and
a
what
black
drives
guy.
them.
We don't
Because
have
I hear a whole lot
We
of
do not
like,
have
y'all
a
know
problem
y'all
with
know
being
men
faithful.
so well, but nobody
We
is
don't have
talking
a
about
problem
women
with
no
being
What about
No.
not women?
We don't have to
knowing men
follow-
so well. The only thing we could go
Oh,
off is what
that's
y'all
what
put
get you right
forth.
there. Don't worry about
That's
nothing.
just,
That's what get you right.
Personal experiences. Speak on it, Angel. Go ahead, girl.
Thank you.
Now what Angela
yeah.
said, I'm sorry.
What?
So,
I'm
if
logging
I'm
in.
asking the question, we've been through the personal experience.
No, we're not answering
Right.
the question because this question says, why are women so selfish?
That's
And
not-
nobody has answered this question.
That is
Holding on
not
to
the
that
question.
Because women are not.
Right.
I don't believe that.
I have a very educated answer to this.
She opened up with educated. Now you already know
Listen,
what's
this
up.
is I say this on both sides, honestly. I feel like a lot of times it starts like when you're young. People tend to rush into relationships after they didn't heal from old ones.
Wait, hold on,
So it's
girl.
kind
She
of like
talking about-
baggage
You
builds
talking about me
up.
and your father?
No, no. I'm just saying, baggage builds up, and if you don't, if you actually take the time out to love yourself and figure out your uglies and your beauties about yourself, and you trying to get in a relationship with somebody else, you can't because you have so much baggage built up from 10 years ago,
Thank you.
and now it's coming
Thank
back
you.
and
Thank you.
resurfacing.
Thank
So
you.
that's what I'm saying.
Because it sounds like a lot of baggage at this table. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like baggage.
But you're
And they don't see the
into
beauty of
a
man.
relationship
Well, no,
It's
with
men and
selfish
Wait,
motives.
Ooh, I'm
That is
trying not to
the
go there,
issue
Brandon.
that is at hand.
With selfish
You're
motives.
sitting in a relationship, a commitment with 2 people and worrying about yourself. Just like you said that if you were unhappy, you would tell the woman, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
unselfish.
Yes. I gotta come
That
out.
that is
That's
selfish.
unselfish.
That's not thinking about the other person or how they may feel because you're unhappy. That's selfish. So in a commitment, you give away the I, the selfish for
Ooh,
us.
you better say it to
So
them over
that
the people
right
in the back.
there, you
Me.
gotta take in into their consideration.
You heard that?
Yes, I would
Ma, edit that out.
I would like to really expound upon Paris's idea that men's feelings should be really considered, and we give a lot of ourselves in relationships, and we don't feel compensated for them. You know,
Okay.
so we are always in our feelings. As this next question says, why are men so much in their feelings? We're in our feelings because we do not feel validated in our
Y'all
relationships
got a lot of
anymore.
feelings.
We do have a lot of feelings.
happiness
I feel
and
like we can't get any real answers.
absolutely not. Not
No,
from him, you not.
You feel like you don't get the answers you want, and that's a problem.
And you feel like you have to be happy all the time to be in a relationship.
Well,
Next question.
I want
Next
to be
question,
treated
people.
as I treat the other person. I do not want to be accused of Raheem's crimes or your other man's crimes. I
And that
want
goes
to be.
both ways.
I was about to say that
That-
usually
that has
has
a lot
been
of
Nothing at
baggage.
this table is going both ways.
Baggage.
These questions definitely haven't gone both ways.
Since we want to talk
These
about
questions
happiness,
have
let's-
not been gender specific per se.
Right.
We can talk both sides of the coin.
Man,
Okay. So
No, it's
listen.
not. That is not.
man.
Listen. Here we go with this question. I want
Man.
now this is probably gonna close us out because we've been at this for a minute. Well, we've been at this for a minute. I don't think most people didn't get here on time. Is it true that men
Foolishness.
have sex with their body parts and women have sex with their hearts? Is it true?
Venus
King.
Mars.
We listening?
Venus Mars.
Get the bowl.
Why you calling Keith?
I will not answer this question.
Uh-uh.
I will not.
Is it true
I'm not here for it.
that
I'm not.
men
I'm
have
not.
sex with their
I'm
body
out.
part
I'm out.
and women have sex with their hearts?
I'm out.
I don't think that's always true.
Thank you.
Hold up now.
Right.
No,
Before you get
it
your
does, it
amen
does
out.
go back to the men do have feelings too. But I'm not saying a woman doesn't have feelings, but I know men, they use their heart, but then there's men that just, that's when they really love a person.
And they're selfish.
That's right. And that's why he's stalking you.
Ah!
Because he's using
Why
his
are you
feelings.
going back?
Because I'm only repeating a part of the conversation that was given. It's
But
in
I
the
do
document.
believe, but I do believe it. It's,
Thank you again.
What part you believe?
the fact that men do use their hearts instead of just their,
Thank you.
their private parts to have sex with you.
You know what?
But that's not for all men.
But is that
That's
just
just
for men that's in a
for-
relationship?
Percentage.
Or you just
No.
wanna-
Percentage.
Percentage? It just it
Give or
has,
take. Give or take. Give or take. Give or take.
I would say maybe 30.
I don't
30% of what?
men like that.
So you're saying 30% out of 100 men. So 3 out of every 10 men have sex with their hearts or have some kind of sexual
that's a high
intercourse
I don't
with
think
their
you
hearts.
put a
are attached.
percentage on it,
This
honestly.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a case study. Show of hands. How many women want to be married?
Who doesn't want to be married? We're not women.
No. All right.
Well,
Here,
you didn't.
all right.
I mean, I am, so I can't.
And here we go.
It depends.
No, we got.
Oh, wait.
No, we got.
Only two?
This is what I'm saying. We've got a room of women that majority want to be married, yet we still have a room that majority don't believe that men can be faithful. How can this happen?
Right.
This is what I always say. This is the disconnect. Like, this is the problem.
You know,
How can you want something yet not believe in a person that's going to be able to
first
give it
of all,
to you?
it's not that we don't believe in the person because he hasn't found us yet.
Correct.
For those who are not married, it's because he hasn't found us yet.
So y'all
Now-
all fighting for 30%?
No. But,
Everybody's fighting for the
but
30%?
But guys who know, when they get with a woman, they know what that woman wants. But y'all sometimes give a facade of what you actually want. You make it seem to them like you want this very same thing.
Correct.
But when you kind of get what
And
you
that
get
goes
and
back
get
to
enough-
being selfish.
Absolutely correct.
No, this goes back to the first question of the
Mamacita.
very first thing that we started talking about. My thing is how you lay around there and put on a persona of what you want in the beginning, and then everything changes. That's what we talked about in the beginning.
Well, true. And
Because things change. You lay around there, you show yourself, but you're really not showing yourself. You're showing what you want that man to
Absolutely.
see. Vice versa. Vice versa.
Vice versa.
Everything to get that man, everything to get that woman. Come on, man.
Until you realize you have to pay a bill.
That too. That too.
I just always say that I think in most relationships and even in most situations, people know what they get. And 9 times out of 10, if you're in that situation, you're lying to yourself. Like, you know what you get. it's just like it say for a lot of women to be in a relationship, say that man was no good. You knew that man was no good to the woman he was with before you. You knew that. You saw it. You saw it in him. But you thought he would be different with you. That's not on that man. That's
so
on
have you not been different with one woman versus the other?
You're gonna be different with everybody, but when I'm talking, I mean, I am. No, I am. I am going to be different with everybody because that's just like say with regular people. Like everybody gets a different version of you because you get to open yourself up in a different manner with every person.
different way, exactly. I agree.
But I just like my thing is that it's like it's scary to think that most women want a good man, yet they doubt that a good man is available. And even if a good man comes around, 9 times out of 10, he's not accepted because he's not even thought of a good man when he comes into your life. That's a dangerous thought.
From the jump. From the jump.
Okay, well,
from the jump.
I would say this.
Well, what is the characteristics of good?
Yeah, right. What's at your core?
What is
Women,
the
you tell us that. You tell us that.
Well, I know what my characteristics of good is, but that may not be her.
No, there's no list. Like you don't like. It's just say like this right here. If you're looking for a man, what you're looking for is somebody that makes you better. So if you journal this thing and you're writing down what you want from a man, you're really just writing down the things that you know would make your life better and what makes you better as a woman. Like,
do you do the same thing when it comes to a woman?
Yeah, that's why I can say it to you. You got me out here telling people I journal, and I don't appreciate that. But the fact of the matter is that it is, and it works. It works in that manner. Therefore, like I said, if I understand what I need and I understand who I am, then I am able to find that in somebody else.
If everything don't work out between you and Paulette.
Is she doing this right now?
See what I'm saying? Now she spent the whole time bashing another man, but she's trying to break up another man's marriage. See what I'm saying? Making herself available to another man.
Denzel.
See what I'm saying? There we is.
I'm just saying. At Cash Isaac, Facebook, Instagram.
No. Make it stop.
Carry on.
Make it stop.
What if this person is everything on your list, but like attractive or appealing?
Oh, that was another question that we had.
But
less
attractive.
But I'm saying, you know how I was talking to somebody about this. If somebody came to you and they were everything on your list, smart, kind, has a lot of money,
but wasn't attractive,
family oriented, but was not attractive, you would not go and approach that person. You will not even accept if the person approached you. So I think a lot of people cut off that good person, that good man, that good woman because of the appearance or the appeal or whatever.
Not like that goes back to like I said, if you're journaling, you got your list, and if a person doesn't cross off everything on your list, and you decide
nobody's gonna ever cross off.
Let's be realistic.
Nobody's gonna ever cross off everything on
this
your
happiness
or
the outer appearance.
This is why I say no. This is why I say stop, and this is why I say no. You cannot say that a person will not come into your life that doesn't check your boxes. You can't say that.
They may check boxes. Let me just tell you something. They'll check boxes, but they're not going to check all of your boxes, nor is anyone perfect. Let me be honest with you.
And you may not check all of somebody else's boxes.
Right. So the person that you do, they're not going to check all your boxes.
No.
And you can't tell me at the ripe old age that you met a woman that checked all of your boxes.
This is the thing.
Wait.
There's time and there's patience to things that, and this is why like she was saying, like people in relationships where they settle because a person checks off enough of their boxes and they didn't wait around for a person that checked off all of them. I'm not one of those people that prescribe to the fact that there's not a person that's out there that will check off all your boxes.
So in the meantime, you just gonna smash and dash?
In the meantime, I will make myself content with whatever I decide to do because it's my personal business.
But if you're doing boyfriend and girlfriend type stuff with somebody that's not your girlfriend.
What I'm saying, if you're doing boyfriend and girlfriend type stuff and you have an understanding, then that's perfectly fine. If you're lying to someone about what it is you have, then that's a problem.
Let's just say I'm glad.
But you're settling. Either way you go.
Oh, you gonna say that, girl?
Or you gonna settle in the end?
First of all, Paris, I know you're clearly nearly 21. And when you go to the bar and there's no Hennessy, you say I'll take the Crown, right? Or when there's no 1800, you say I'll take the Patron. So guess what? That's kind of like life. Dude. You may not get what you want, but you'll take what's there in the moment.
People not always gonna check the boxes. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm sick of you. Boy.
I'm just saying.
People not always gonna
My
check all the
God,
boxes.
man.
Thank you very much. Don't listen to
Wrong.
what he says. No one gonna always check all the boxes. I'm sorry.
Wrong.
Because I got long lists.
First
and a lot
of all,
check
first of all,
boxes.
do not let cash take y'all
Don't
off
believe
of the
that.
path of saying that. Guess what? If you're patient and you're diligent, everything that you want in life is out there for you.
I believe that. But it's not gonna happen all at the same time. It's just not.
Look,
it's not
fam,
gonna
it ain't
happen.
got to happen all at the same
Just saying.
time. But you out here telling people it's not possible. And that's
No,
wrong.
I didn't say it wasn't possible.
No,
You said every.
Did I miss something?
I rephrase.
Did I miss something?
I rephrase. Like, for
No,
instance,
she said you couldn't check. They're not gonna check all the
that's
boxes.
what I said.
Then that means it's not possible if you're telling there's no. She said there's nobody out there that will ever check off all the boxes.
Because you
Right
can
or
find
wrong?
somebody. Listen, you
Right
can
or
I
find
don't believe
somebody.
it. Me personally, I don't believe it.
Exactly. Then that says it's not possible.
I don't
And
believe it will.
But
refuse.
she's just saying that nobody's perfect. They're not gonna be perfect.
That's
Right.
right. Right.
There's a difference between checking all your boxes
Let me
and
tell you
being
something.
perfect. Because I don't think your
I'm
box,
married-
your
I'm
boxes
married
is
a
not
man
going to
that check
prove
all
being
the
perfect
boxes.
because we already know everybody's
But
not
I probably
perfect.
should have added some more goddamn boxes because something wasn't right.
You know what I'm saying?
Some stuff wasn't right. I'm married. He checked all the boxes. Paid all the bills.
And that's that
Came
cash
home
thing.
every night.
Yeah.
But-
Then it'd be like, well,
Very
I
generous,
had
big
9
heart.
boxes. He checked off all 9 boxes. But guess what? He goes in there and he drinks milk after I didn't wash the dishes and leave the glass in the sink. I got to get rid of him.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Man, not the milk.
You have boxes, and what your boxes?
Man, you gotta
Apparently, to
stop.
him, what boxes you have today, you probably not gonna have tomorrow. So
No, I mean it's a skill, and that's what saying being true to yourself comes
And
in.
it may not always
But I'm
happen.
not. No.
not all the boxes.
No.
When
In
she
consideration to
comes
the
around,
things.
we need to talk about it. When she check all the boxes, I
That's right.
promise you, she's gonna
And
ask you.
and that's right. I'm going to check the boxes, and
I
we're
know
not
her
going
ankles
to
gonna be
change the
ashy.
boxes. Then our ankles can be ashy because that's not on my list.
Why
Like I
you
know
gotta
you,
do it?
rubber ankles. I mean, it is
Oh,
what it
ashy,
is.
yeah.
There's some things we can
Oh,
live with.
ashy, right?
You know what I'm saying? Dog just got to take away
She gonna be
from
missing
hating
that one
family
tooth in the
members.
front
No, that's in the front.
because you don't have that on your box.
Call it what
She
you
match
want.
everything else, fine as wine.
Look,
She turn around and
first of all,
smile.
First of all, there are things that are cosmetically done now that I'm not worried about. If you
Look at
listening
that.
to, we can buy one of them.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a
So,
problem.
One more time.
well, that kind of goes into the scenario. Your man is faithful, but his.
Oh my God.
You want to do that vice versa as well?
Yeah, we can do this
We
vice
can do
versa.
this vice versa.
Your man is faithful, but his package is not what you are accustomed to. What do you do, ladies? Let's answer that.
A nigga better know what to eat.
Wait, what do you say?
Your man.
Be happy.
Ooh, this happens a lot. Your man is faithful, but his package is not what you are accustomed to. What do you do,
You've been with him long
ladies?
enough. You know
What
it.
do you
Because
do,
he
ladies?
checked all of his boxes checked, and there was the only one box that wasn't checked. So I mean, you got to decide whether or not you're gonna compromise,
We ain't on
or you gonna
boxes.
walk away because
We not on
that's the
boxes no
one
more.
box that he can't
We ain't
check.
on boxes no more.
Ladies,
It's about what is in
you
it
say,
is in his boxes.
Saying.
What you say, ladies?
Man,
Ain't no,
so we go.
Nikhil, what you say, Nikhil?
Now Bernie got the mic.
I ain't answering.
So let's flip this, if you
Oh,
will.
I
So
refuse.
guys,
We have 1,
I refuse.
2, 3, 4, 5. Come on.
Somebody gotta say.
All y'all not packing no size 9. All y'all men ain't have no size 9. Come on now.
Okay, 11.
I'm 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna say 9 because that's average. Well, no, I don't know. Anyway, but
Are you trying to tell us?
so let's see. Let's see. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Cause you're still with him right now. So what you gonna do?
I mean, personally,
Okay.
I would stay. I mean, if he's meeting all the other criteria and that is, I mean, to me, it's not a deal breaker.
Women will sometimes, yeah. Baby, that is not a deal breaker.
But I find, like with
You
men,
gonna cheat, then?
so say like a woman wasn't meeting all their expectations, you know,
Uh-huh.
sexually, they would feel as though that they would have to go out and
That's true.
find something else versus, okay, let's sit down and talk about this.
That's
Or,
true.
you know, how can we rectify this problem?
Same thing, right?
it is. But
Right, I'm
there's
just saying.
But we stay home with our
there's that
content ass,
societal
and y'all don't.
societal solution.
Oh, oh my God.
It's not
Okay.
my it's not my experience either way. Let me put that out there. But
That's not how that goes.
so
Women?
guys, so if
Women?
what if a woman doesn't meet your expectations
Right.
That wasn't the question.
in the bedroom? Where we're asking because
We
you guys
got-
feel like
we
we're
said vice
attacking
versa.
you,
We have
right?
1, 2, 3.
So what if
Oh,
you think
that's
she's
that
as wide as
vice
the
versa.
ocean and you can't do it for her? Like, How do you rectify that?
Nikki,
What do you do?
I
You
can
go
tell
find
you.
somebody tight and right.
You come when I come, or you come when I come back.
You still with us?
That's all, yeah.
You been say again?
I say you come when I come, or you come when I come back.
Go ahead and.
I don't think it has. I don't think size has everything to do with it. I feel like it has to be because
It's true.
sex is really it is about reproduction.
Mhm.
You know, and if you have that connection with somebody, you can make love to them any other kind of way. And if you like, they check the boxes. You have that connection. You know, it doesn't have to be as intimate.
Boy, if that camera went right
It
in
can
my
be
face.
intimate in other kind of ways, right?
Girl, you don't
Okay,
get
well,
Girl,
that's just how I feel. You know, not granted, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that shouldn't be what makes or breaks the relationship.
Well, from what
no,
I'm
it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't because it's about reproduction. Let them tell it. Well, let me. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this here. Oh my God.
Mm.
So if you ain't lay around there and orgasm in the last 6 months,
Babe, we got a problem. We're gonna sit down and talk about this. We're gonna
that's
make
all I
sure.
want to talk about. That's all.
I'm just saying.
That's all I want to say.
You open
That's
for
all I want to say.
conversation.
That's all I want
But
to
I
say.
mean, me personally, like if I had that issue, I wouldn't go be like, okay, so Jay, you my man. I haven't had an orgasm. Okay, let me call Brandon and see if Brandon can give me an
No, I'm
orgasm.
not saying that. I'm not saying that. But from what she's saying is, it's about reproduction.
That and
No,
then
she's
it-
talking about the
understand
actual
that.
nature
The
of
action-
it.
it shouldn't be
That's
always
the
about.
nature of it. Okay,
Right.
I agree to that. But my question is, what you gonna do? You haven't laid around and orgasm in 6 months.
We're gonna have a talk,
Right.
and I'm gonna tell you I'm not
I
happy.
mean, it's
No, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you.
there's other ways.
I'm asking you, man.
My question
There's
is
other
why
ways.
why is this table
Huh?
seem to be
There's other
slanted
ways.
towards
There's
the
other
fact
ways?
that men cheat
there's
more
other
than women?
ways.
I'm not
Because
saying you're gonna cheat on them. I'm
that's
asking
what-
you,
that's
what
what
you
you
gonna
guys
do?
have.
Like, you
Look,
have
I
a
told you I don't
conversation.
want
You
the
got
men.
it.
Well,
You
but
gotta come
definitely
in
have a
with this.
conversation, and
You
I'm sure
people.
that person still knows how to satisfy you in somewhat shape
Right.
or form.
Okay,
Mhm.
what this?
You know,
here's
it doesn't
I
have
mean, that's not a
Be
reason for you
size
to,
of it.
right, to
Who-
leave a man.
So you ain't orgasm in another 6 months.
Who said
You
I'm
still having
not?
that talk.
Who says I'm not orgasm though?
Not with him?
Who says
Just
they
because
can't
of
do
the
that?
size, just because of the size of the penis? Just
No,
a man can have a
no,
big
no,
penis
no,
that
no,
will still make you
no,
orgasm.
I never said because of the size of the penis. No, I'm not saying
That's
that.
what we was asking.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's
That was part of the.
That was the original question.
you know what?
We're sorry, G.
I need somebody to answer
You
my
know what?
This brings it
What's
back
your
to you.
question?
You don't want to
Besides
know. I
that-
paid attention, but they don't want to answer the real
Why is
true
it why
question
is
of
it
the
why
fact
is
of
it
the
more
matter. That's
likely
fine.
for the
That's
man
fine.
to step out than the woman?
There are cases that women step out, but we just asked the question
No,
again.
no,
for the men,
No,
vice
no, no,
versa.
I care what I heard your question. I want you to answer mine. All right. Now, why is it that it seems that the women on this panel believe that men step out more than women?
Because that's statistically proven.
Is it? Well, who are the men cheating with?
Who made these damn
Other
statistics?
women.
Oh,
So
so
them
how,
hoes that's out there,
so
that's
how,
okay
how
being
are the
other women.
statistics more if we are cheating with the women?
Because y'all probably cheating with the same woman. Y'all can have the same woman and y'all be cool with it.
But
we all
don't
know
don't
that
make,
y'all
don't make,
had
that
the
don't
same
make the
woman.
numbers balance out though.
No,
No,
if
it doesn't.
Shanique
Who
was
says the girl has to be in a relationship that you cheating?
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely.
Can I say
Because
this
if
real
you
quick?
because
Yeah.
because if you stated
Okay, so
you
what
cheat
about,
together, right?
What about mom
But
and
the-
dad? Let's
Don't you
say
cheat together?
50, 60,
No.
70.
How you don't cheat
When
together?
daddy was
Because
sleeping
I'm
with
not-
a woman down the street, that boyfriend or husband that was.
And we
in
all
Auburn
know those
or gone.
situations that
How many
you- that-
situations that were like that back in those days?
Hold on,
A lot
I
of
missed that.
When
What
the
the
elders would
what the
have
youngin say?
side pieces.
What the youngin say?
Hey.
The elders of
Some
would
elders,
have
yeah.
some elders would
Mhm.
have the side pieces, and it wasn't okay. It wasn't accepted. It was just
It was
just-
understood.
Well,
It
it was
was
more
understood.
exceptional than what
Hold
it
on,
was.
youngin. What you know about
what it
old
is
people
right
business?
now.
Why you even in old people business?
Listen
No,
up.
no,
Listen
go ahead and take your seat over there next to the
Listen to old
Popeye.
people
Look,
music.
Listen to old
You don't know
people
about old people business.
Backdoor Santa. We all know that. I was singing. I was like, wait a minute.
yeah. That's what it's about.
What?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that it is a it's an evolution of the species. If you
She's
want
in
me
the
to
next
hear it.
room.
No. It is a new day.
Having a piece of man
That's
is
right.
better than having
No,
no man.
not even,
No,
not even
Oh,
having a
no.
piece of
No,
man.
thank you.
Having a man and supporting,
I hate that song.
uplifting, and appreciating that man will get you further than disbelief in that man.
And you would gas him up.
But that has
And
to
he
go
would go out there
both
with a
ways.
friend.
Right. That has to go both ways.
What I'm
Right.
saying.
It has to. And more than, and I don't want to bring Aisha into this right now.
You know,
I don't. However, and I'm not saying that Steph does not appreciate his wife. There's some lack somewhere in that household that she feels
Well, Aisha in it now.
that she feels that she needs to be validated by an outside cat call.
We're not gonna do that.
Nobody wants
We're not
to
gonna do
listen.
that.
We're not going to grab. I'm
We're
just
not
saying
gonna
one
go there
time.
all the way. I'm just
Nobody,
saying,
no one wants to be in a relationship if they don't, you know,
they don't feel appreciated or
But
loved.
you can have somebody in
or
your relationship that appreciates you,
respected.
but it makes you feel good if somebody else notices. I mean, I get it. That don't mean I gotta buy into it. I think
Right.
men the one that when you gas
Why?
them up,
But see, that's
they the one that don't know how to stay
you pump
put.
up an ego of a man,
First of all,
baby,
first of all,
and he's not strong in his mind to
this
understand
what I'm
that's
saying.
I'm bitter right now. I'm bitter.
This man has put 3 babies in this woman. Tell me where the lack of attention is. This man has put baby after baby after baby in this woman. This woman ain't been not pregnant
We're
in
not
4
gonna sit here and
years.
talk about Aisha. We're gonna move
Wait.
on.
That
Okay,
just
how
goes
we-
back to the point that Angel made about sex being for reproductive purposes.
What about my saying that men have feelings too, and
You
women
said you
need
wanna
to
say
stop
that you
disregarding
don't.
them?
You were
Why
trying
you
to
gotta
say that
outline
men
her
don't.
feelings and you don't say something about my statement? I made plenty statements. Plenty.
It ain't about you.
Plenty.
Men, listen, okay, so
Let's
men
move
out
on.
there, if you have feelings, don't let society tell you that you cannot
keep talking
show
about
your
society.
feelings, because the society has a very big impact on boys as they grow into men. Society tells boys you can't cry. Society tells boys you're not supposed to have feelings.
Boy,
that
I'ma
makes you
cry.
look weak.
I'm a cry.
And no woman don't want no weak man.
Man, you ain't
So,
seen.
If you gonna show your feelings
what
and
her
be
name is?
authentic and be
5
genuine
RB?
to that woman and in your space while y'all are
I'ma
having
cry.
that moment, then that's great. But that's not the bulk. That's not the majority of the men that
It
we
really-
live
it really-
with
it
and
really-
see
it really sounds
in
like
social media,
no
on the TV, and the
matter
movies.
What
Never.
a man does,
Never.
you're waiting for the man to fail rather than you're waiting.
Ain't
for the
nobody
man.
waiting for no man to
Nobody's
fail.
waiting for that man to fail.
Ain't nobody waiting for
No,
the man
stop.
to fail.
You just trying to make it seem like the man is the big
Oh my word! Look at the enthusiasm at the table. They shaking the table.
We have faith in y'all.
Right.
But y'all
You gotta
mess
have faith
up.
in yourself.
How much? How much?
And
How much
own
faith?
your stuff.
How
If you
much?
mess
We
up,
even
Angel,
have
own
faith.
it.
Yeah.
When y'all mess
Angel,
up, own
yes.
it.
What
Don't be
part?
like,
What part of the conversation did I miss? The part where you told us you had faith in us?
How much?
Because I want to
How much?
rewind that. Can you rewind and tape the part that they talked about them having faith in us?
No, but you were the one that said y'all faithful.
Hey.
That's the thing that we
Hey.
So you
said.
expect me to move away from that?
No.
Oh, I stand on
But
that.
I'm just saying we have faith in y'all and give y'all benefit of the doubt. But y'all keep on messing up,
Hey,
messing
hey,
up,
you
messing
better
up,
say
and
that.
messing up.
Hey.
Like y'all gotta stop at one point. So like
we're
But what I
not
think
Jesus.
is the
at
We're
the
not
point,
God.
then guess what?
We don't have,
I can't make
we don't
y'all
have
happy
infinite
anymore.
chances to
What's
give.
the breakdown?
I feel the way the
Can't
breakdown
make us.
into what Brandon is saying, that women don't have faith or they don't support what men think or feel.
Because they call them
It's
out their
because
BS?
we call you out right when it's happening. If we feel
Oh, now
that
you
there
want
is some kind
oh,
of
you want to put the mic down. Okay.
or anything that makes
Right.
us suspicious,
So
we
wait,
will call it out to you.
exactly. So just
And
say what it is.
Unlike you'll harbor it, then wait. Harbor it,
Yeah.
then wait. With your feelings,
Mhm.
you have.
Mm-hmm.
With your feelings, then you'll sit there and marinate on it. And then when it come out, then boom, I gotta go. I got this is too
I
much.
had-
I gotta
I
go.
had a bad
I'm
experience.
gonna hold the mic upside down so baby.
At least you know that. You know that
That's
shit.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I put it with a
First
lot.
of all, your previous experiences
Larry King
has
lied.
nothing to do with your future. All right, it's just like your past failures. You want them to have nothing to do with your future successes, right?
Okay.
So stop generalizing the bad relationships and stop looking for the
It
bad
sounds like
signs.
what you're
that,
saying.
Say, Keshawn. I let you speak. I let you speak. I let all y'all speak. I don't interrupt y'all.
We're sorry, Brandon.
Thank you. I'm ready right now. All right.
I can't
Now,
do it
if you're in a position to want better for yourself, because we're gonna take men out of this because that seems to be the part that muddies the water. Let's just talk about your life and what you want as a woman. All right. And
Oh, hey.
I'm gonna continue to hold it up.
Real narrative.
Because I want this to
Glad
soak
you
in.
gave up the mic.
Any of your past failures, when you start thinking about your future and what you want for yourself, do you let any of that seep into your mind when you're starting to really kind of concentrate on what you want? You know what? I have not had the life I wanted over the past year. I'm gonna make these New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna write in my journal all the things. I'm gonna take my whiteboard out and I'm gonna post pictures of everything I want my life to be. Because your life hasn't been that, do you expect it to not be because you've set a new standard? You set a new standard in your life. You set a new standard for what you want. The men that come into your life are the same way. If you stop thinking or processing things in a way of your past hurt, your past bad relationships, you may make way for something that's greater for you, just like you will make way for something that's greater in your life.
Let me, because I started.
Because I don't even know what you're talking about.
So,
my attention.
with that being said, my dad always says, a wise person.
Your daddy?
Yeah, my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I have a father.
See how the hate just came out? See how the hate just came out?
Okay.
My dad said a wise person learns from the mistakes of others.
That's the Bible.
So, but my daddy told me that, so I don't.
The wise person. One of the wise
And you see why man can't get no credit at the table?
boy.
No, go ahead.
They need to cite their sources correctly.
But no, that's my source. I don't know where he got it from.
The man said a wise man. All right.
A wise man learned
from the mistakes of others. I don't want to be considered a fool, and then all of a sudden I've been like dodging all these, signs that God has clearly given me. Oh, I ain't seen your phone call like the question before, or you're busy, you're out all day, or whatever. I'm dodging these signs, and then it's gonna take me to come see you in bed with Shaniqua for me to. I know Shaniqua is something else.
Well, you saw it. You saw it.
Well, I don't.
But it's gonna take me. It's gonna take that for me to be like, oh man, I messed up. Then you gonna still want me to coddle you? What I'm saying is, you can't say I cannot look at the signs when it's evident in every type of cheating situation that these things are reoccurring. It may not be the same exact thing.
And who said
but
she
it may
dating the
be
same
tailored.
person?
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be the same exact thing.
person. It's like
The couple people,
it's
excuse
wrong.
me, the
It's
couple of people
wrong.
that I married were not. They were drastically different.
Exactly.
The third one.
I watched the viral video where I watched the man pee in somebody's coffee. But guess what? You still go to Circle K, you still get your coffee. Do you think they pee in it? No. But you talking about your past relationship with a man that wouldn't be it.
Okay.
I think.
Look,
You're right.
We have things where we clearly see people have got salmonella from the grocery store. Do you stop getting your meat? Do you stop getting your romaine lettuce?
But didn't
no,
you
you
just
keep
say-
going back
but
getting
didn't
romaine
that-
lettuce. You
didn't
don't
you
think
just-
Walmart's poisoning me. You keep going getting it. But you keep taking
you keep
advantage
dating
out
the
there.
same person. But he using the same scenario to explain what you just said.
No, I'm giving multiple
what
scenarios.
What Brandon said about like you taking the time out, journaling and everything. If you take the time out to know yourself, like I said, and heal yourself over certain situations, you won't put yourself back in situations if you really love yourself.
Thank you, babe.
Just saying.
Thank you.
Well, we just said
Because you
But you
learn
just-
from the
where?
failure.
You just
Steve
So-
Jobs.
No,
Steve Jobs says you have to connect the dots in the future from your past. So
I
if
don't
you
give a damn
can't,
about no damn Steve Harvey, Steve
I
Jackson.
can't. If you
Whoever that
if
is.
you can't take your past experiences and turn them into your future successes, then what's the
Absolutely.
purpose of
Of
even
doing what I'm
going through
I
that
agree.
experience?
No,
like
no, I'm
you go
conscious.
through that experience for as a
Really-
learning.
No, I'm
as
really,
a
really
learning
conscious of
thing.
that. The only thing that I'm saying is that it really
Failure
sounds
is
like
good.
it's more coming
You fail,
across as
but you
saying
learn.
that
Yes.
people let past
keep
situations
on failing?
taint their
Keep on
future.
learning?
That's what I'm saying. You
Don't you
can't
know
let
that?
past
You're supposed to learn
situations
from it.
taint what's coming for you.
Like I said,
Man,
I never dated the same guy.
Fail,
twice. I'm
learn,
sorry.
love.
Right,
Uh,
you shouldn't.
Never dated the same guy twice. Never did.
You fail, you learn, you level
I
up.
didn't marry the same guy.
everybody
twice.
got the answer. Everybody got the answer.
Like I mean, it comes from
I
self-reflection
hear you.
because people say, "Well, I was in this relationship, it didn't work. I was in that relationship, it didn't work." And nobody wants to turn the mirror around and be like, "You know what? Maybe I'm the problem."
I was talking to an elder a few days ago.
As an elderly.
I was talking to an elder in my family,
Okay.
and he was having like an epiphany. He was having a revelation about his past relationships because of something that he's currently going through. And he as a man, he stepped back and he said, "You know what? I think it's me." I said, "Because you're the common denominator here." So it's different, but it's different women. Like he never learned from the failures of his past. It took him to go through this current situation in his failure to turn it into a learning experience and make him a better person. So whether we're talking about relationships or just life in general, like when you fail, you're not supposed to repeat that failure. You're supposed to learn from that,
Absolutely.
level up and keep living.
Shout out to men. Shout out to men for getting it right. Say that again. That was who was it? Who was it?
What if it's just him?
No, say it into my mic because I don't know if your mic was on. Say it into my mic.
I'm not doing this with you, Mr.
No, I want you to
Isaac.
say it into
Mr.
my
Isaac,
mic.
I'm not doing this with you right now.
You
heard me very clearly.
Shout out to men.
Okay, in closing, because it's past my bedtime.
So you feel like women can't have that same epiphany? You don't think that we do?
I've been here for an hour and women haven't seemed to have that epiphany.
Boy.
Nobody had this epiphany at the table.
Boy.
All
right, Mr. Isaac.
Muted.
I apologize for just disrespecting you and referring to you as a boy. I apologize.
Tell me some more about the stereotypes. That's what I want you to do. Tell me some more about the world in the media.
So you're saying that you're currently waiting on a woman that checks all of your boxes.
That's right. I'm patient. Put patiently waiting.
Heartbeat.
Patiently waiting. Patiently waiting.
She has a heartbeat.
Yeah. That's in my box. I want her to be
She's a
living.
unicorn.
Well moisturized.
A unicorn.
She's a unicorn.
Do you add stuff into that checkbox? I mean, how?
Yeah. As I evolve as a man, I add things to my boxes.
Are you quick with leading with what you learn as a man?
Yeah. I
Tell me tell me about a mistake that you've made that you've learned.
Wait, before that question, because this has been like in my mind. It's been marinating for a while. So, Brandon, what happens when you feel like you found the woman that checks all your boxes? She compromises because you don't check all of hers. Word up. Word up.
That's a
like
personal
that.
thing.
I I'll find out what those boxes are, and I'll work my behind off to check the boxes that I don't check. Like I think that's evolution.
Good answer.
But what if that doesn't make you happy?
No. Well, if it doesn't, if it doesn't make me happy, then the situation doesn't happen. Like she didn't put that in the question, because if the woman means that much to me and she checks off my boxes was the original question. If she's like
make it happen.
Yeah, because I don't think it feels like jumping through hoops. I feel like it's part of the equation. Like if you want it to balance out, you got to make it balance out.
Right.
What do y'all feel about a woman proposing to a man? This is random.
I'm with that. All the way with that.
See, that goes back to that question that you didn't want to answer earlier.
What did I want to answer?
There's a question. Let me see if I
don't
can
know
find
the
it.
question.
I feel like
Because it was
And I think I'm
somewhere
all,
here.
like if a
Yeah, the proper approach to marriage. What does that look like, sound like, and feel like? Because you're
Right or
saying
wrong?
right now,
Is it okay?
traditionally,
Yeah, it's okay.
you're supposed to hop on the knee and bring the ring.
Look,
But
that's
I
traditional.
I said traditional.
Right.
These
right.
are different times. This is a different,
How do you explain that to your daughter? Like,
The kid, I want you
But
to
you
answer that. Pass the mic to the kid.
how my daddy gonna
I'm
feel
just saying, but
about
how
it?
do you feel about a woman proposing
You
to
let
a
the
man?
woman
No.
supposed
No,
to.
we don't hear you. We don't hear you.
What?
Her daddy might feel some type of way about you.
This is what I'm gonna give you, and I'm gonna give y'all some stats because I love the stats. I'm gonna read them.
I know where you
The
about to go with this.
percentages of women that propose to men in happy marriages, what do you think it is?
but think about
No.
it.
I don't want you to think about nothing. I asked you a question. What do you think the percentage of happy women in marriages that propose to their man are?
Help me, boy. Help me.
It should be zero because you're taking away a man's role. A man's role is to lead in a
Why are
relationship.
women always talking about would, should, could, or
Listen,
whatever?
because
I asked you a
it's
question.
traditional.
What
It's
is the
traditional.
statistic?
It's traditional.
So you talking about your
Yeah,
woman that got her
traditional.
nice red bottoms on, get on her knee in her dress,
Right.
proposing
How
to
you
you is
explain that to your daughter?
you would think they're macho like?
Right.
How you explain that to your daughter?
So you would be real macho like, right?
I could say a vast 80%
Percentage
What- tell
of
us,
happy
since you know this.
women
What is
in
this for?
marriages that
And who's
propose
I?
to their spouse.
Is
Google
what
it.
was it? Oh, no, I gotta Google it. You tell me. You know.
No.
You the
She's
wealth
gonna
of
give me that.
knowledge.
She's my statistic person.
Man, seriously.
No,
This is what I'm telling
Nah,
You, if you
What-
gonna bring something up, we don't have a damn time to Google what you say.
Overwhelmingly. I think because I think
That's
it's
not a
close to like 70.
percentage.
I think it's close to
Right.
70%.
I'm gonna say that's not a percentage.
Because
Overwhelmingly is an average.
Anybody can fact check this. I'm just gonna say it for what it is. Over 70% of women that propose to their spouse are in happy, healthy marriages.
I can
They
believe
So
think
that.
go ahead. So go ahead and tell me again that
He
something's
married
wrong
them.
with
He
it.
said, "Well, why
Why
not?"
did the woman have
I
to
can
She got
believe
good
that.
credit.
man?
What does it matter?
Because
I
it's
need
a
the
pride
rest of
game.
your information.
It's a pride. Can I say
What it
something?
is.
Because I feel like it's a pride game, and I know people may not
It is.
Understand?
So are we
It's
in a
more of
relationship for pride or are we in a relationship for
But I'm
happiness?
saying
No,
but that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
in a
Pride
relationship
is
for
in-
love.
you-
I'm in a relationship for
Neither-
intimacy. I
but
need
no,
my
what I'm
man
saying-
to see into
No,
me
but it's not even.
and love each
So
other.
hold on, hold
It's
on.
not even
So do we
old-fashioned
want
pride.
to handle? Do we want to hold on to our pride or do we want to
Wanna
be
be
happy?
happy.
Alright,
Do you want to cry in a one day?
A man is a hunter by nature. If he doesn't pursue it, he doesn't have any satisfaction of when he obtains it.
So we
Period.
So we one.
A woman, if a woman
don't
was to
care
run
about
behind
men's
you,
feelings. We two don't care about statistics.
Oh,
But I'm
We
saying.
three.
No,
we three only care about what we care about. Honestly, when it comes to women,
I was
right?
just saying that because
Hey.
I guess the man feels, oh, she's willing to lay her pride aside for me. What else would she lay aside
You're
for me?
pushing it.
That's
Co-sign.
why
You're
she's
pushing
happy.
it.
She will
Co-sign.
co-sign for that car.
Be okay
she
with
will
you
let
having
me have that
a
other
sister
woman.
wife.
Sister
She
wife,
will-
hey, sister,
Yeah, you
what
see
the
what I'm saying?
saying,
Two
sister
babies.
wife.
Yeah.
But I'm
Be okay
saying-
with having an
Yeah,
8-month-old.
But then on the other side of it, he may be like, okay, she's willing to put her pride aside just for me. He may feel valued. That's all that I'm trying to say. Cause pride gets in a way of a lot of relationships. You will
And
sit
ego.
there and be mad at that woman or that man while you're sitting up there wishing like, man, I wish I had them, man, I wish they were still here. But you wouldn't dare pick up the phone to call them. You wouldn't dare pick up the phone to text them. You would just sit there with your pride and your feel sitting there sulking. You see what I'm saying? So pride
It
gets
sound
in a
like
lot
it
of-
sound like you just talking about Charlie. It sounds like you just talking about Mr. Charlie. And furthermore, I'm not Mr. Charlie. All right, so I don't need you telling
He
me
is
that
just a
all
man,
men
Brandon.
is outside.
He is just a man. And he is doing the
Brandon
best that
is
he
lying.
can.
He is lying. He would not be okay with a woman proposing to him. I'm sorry.
First of all,
no, he won't seem like a man.
just
It's like she say,
just
shut your
Paris
damn
said,
mouth and go up in there and walk.
If a woman got on one knee and proposed to
And
me,
if
I would feel valued as a
Get the-
man.
You
Yeah.
like
And my
that.
feelings
I can't deal
would
with
be
this guy.
considered.
That should take away your masculinity right there.
why?
I'm just saying.
Why?
That inflates
Why?
the ego.
Why?
Like,
Because
think about
because
it.
men
Why?
are hunters.
It's not even
And
that.
they like to.
That's the
sorry.
way
Men
of
are
the-
hunters.
Man.
Men like to pursue.
Okay, so he said women that propose to men. Look at Chrissy and Jim Jones. How many times has this one woman proposed to
On
this
that
man?
man.
Okay, so wait.
Say fam. So
To
you
clear it up,
you would
to clear
take
it up,
this to some
To clear it up.
All I'm just saying, I want everybody to think about
a TV relationship. That's what we doing.
No,
That's what we
they
doing.
don't
That's what we
in
doing.
real life.
How many women you know?
That was back when reality.
How many
Okay.
women you know that
So
proposed to men?
to clear this up, my
Ken.
first
Go ahead,
marriage,
Ken.
Seahorses.
my first
mate
marriage,
for life.
my first marriage didn't work as well.
You
Yeah.
was married to
She
guys.
lay around.
Seahorses. Mate for
We
life.
got something in common.
Yeah.
We got something in
So listen.
common.
Hey.
I don't know the rest.
Okay.
Let him speak. Let
But
him
what I'm saying is, okay,
Okay,
my first marriage didn't work as well as I wanted it to, and she proposed to me. So I'm not gonna go off the
How about those statistics?
statistics.
Hey.
I'm not gonna go off.
That's
the
from your
statistics.
homeboy.
That's my dog. I'm not going against
First
it,
of
but
all,
it's
you
a-
can't
it's
knock the
statistics.
numbers.
Why-
Ben
why-
lied,
why-
and women
why-
lied.
Why
Numbers
did
don't
you say
lie.
yes to marrying?
I'm one out
Where's your
of
balloon, Brandon?
Why you say yes?
because I was in love. And that's what I wanted
one
to be.
person does not
No,
pop
but
a
that didn't make you feel a certain kind of way? She got on her knee.
No, it didn't because if one person loves
Yeah,
another
please
person,
find
then it
your
shouldn't
source
matter
and
who
share
lay
it with
around
us.
there and proposed to
Find your
who.
source and share the
That's
source
what
right
of
now,
your
it
statistics.
No, it doesn't matter.
research.
No, it doesn't matter.
I am
because-
not interested in dating any. Hold on. I am
They
not
settle a
interested
lot.
in dating
A
any
lot of
man
them
that can't
settle.
pursue me.
Correct.
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
that's the ways of the
I probably
world.
never. I probably
That's
never
the
be
ways
with
of the
you.
world.
I ain't gonna do it.
That's just the ways of the
I
world.
guess I'm gonna be.
So if you lay around and you
say,
saying, man, you've been dating, let's just say, man, they got people that been dating 5 years.
Now, if we in a
You know what I'm
relationship,
saying?
I would say, hey, won't you?
Okay,
you want to go to
fine.
Miami for the
No,
weekend?
I don't need you to say all
That's a
that.
date.
I want you to lay around there and say, well, babe, let's get married. Or let's say, babe,
Hell no.
why not?
Hell no.
Why not?
Wow.
Why not?
To no.
Why
Why
not?
would you be
To
okay with that?
Why does it have to be on the man to lay around there and say,
No,
man, let's get married?
Hell
Okay,
no.
but then you're gonna end up
honestly.
and you say, oh, Ben, let's get married. Then you're gonna end up in a Cardi B and Offset type of situation.
Why?
Then what now?
Why?
Then what now?
Why?
They were
Your breakfast is
married.
good.
Nobody else knows.
So
Why?
So
Except you and them.
your full marriage
Why?
comes from reality TV, right?
No.
I said you just gonna
See,
keep giving
I'm
us
just,
reality
that's what
TV
it
marriage.
is. No, I'm
But
just
that's
using these
Because
people
everybody
because
knows them.
everybody
Right,
knows
right,
them.
right. I get
Like,
it.
I'm not gonna use your mouth.
I'm not worried about no reality
So
TV.
masculinity.
I'm not worried about
Right.
man, and then it's not about no masculine. It's not about all of that.
So you don't, okay.
No, it's not.
So you got your woman out there,
No, it's not.
okay. Your woman is out there changing the oil and your ass is in the house with your feet up. Is that not,
That's
does that,
two
no,
totally
I'm
different
asking you, we talking masculinity now.
So, in order
Would you feel like a man if your wife is under that hood changing that oil while you in the house with your feet up? Answer the question.
The wife being a breadwinner.
In order for me to be a man, I had to lay around and get on my knee and say, babe, marry me.
That's a part of it.
All right.
In order for me to be a man, I have to get on my knee
That's part of it.
and say, babe,
The
marry
thing
me.
is that we feel like that's what, you know, even though that's because really a woman is in a relationship, that's pretty much what she's wanting too, is a marriage.
What
Now,
if a man? What if a man is afraid?
A man is supposed to lead.
He shouldn't get
No,
Because
no, I'm not scared.
Like, because what I'm not understanding is.
All right, so I'm
A
gonna
man
take
is a
it.
provider,
a
protector.
leader.
That's
A leader.
fine. I'm all of
I'm gonna
that.
take it a different route, King, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead, love.
I'm gonna take it a different route.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
listen
Go ahead.
in church, but sometimes everything doesn't register like it's supposed to. But last time I checked, and I don't want to say this is in the Bible, because I don't want somebody to be
You
like,
can
somebody
say
be
that.
like, that's not in the Bible. But what I have heard, what I think I have learned
Right.
is that there is a hierarchy in the household. There's God the Father, He is over your household, and then the man
True.
is supposed to be the head of your
The
household as
covering.
he aligns to God. So
Covering.
if he's supposed
Oh,
to
you
be the
tweeting
leader,
that time.
if he's supposed to be the leader,
True.
but you letting the chick get on her knee and say, let's get married, you just kind of gave your power to her. She is you are no longer
Thank
the
you.
leader of that house.
Thank you.
Because you're not, and
Thank
I
you.
hate to say the gender role, you are not living
Thank you very
in
much.
your capacity
Okay.
as the leader
you.
of
Right.
that house.
Right. I
So you're
understand.
you're supposed to take that step and say, we are going to forge a family. We are going to move forward, and I am going to make sure that my family is straight.
Is he tweeting?
Not her. I don't know.
But my thing
That
is,
sounds
my
like
thing
crap.
is this.
Because
What
you're
if the
talking
woman
about
is
the
living-
man supposed to do all this stuff, but the minute that man outside tell you get your behind inside, you be who you talking to? You ain't telling me what to do.
If he doing everything right for me, to check all of my boxes, I get mad when you want me to go.
If she respects his position
No,
as the
you're
head
not.
of the
No,
family,
you're not.
then he might.
No, you're
I'm
not.
gonna go inside, but we're gonna have a
No, you're
conversation
not.
with the tone in which you talk.
Okay.
Where you want me to go, baby? You want me to go
Okay.
inside? I'm gonna go ahead and get inside.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna
What?
be obedient and subservient to a point. But we gonna talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
We gonna talk about your tone.
What if the woman is ready
But I'm
before
gonna
the
go
man?
inside.
Listen.
No.
The Webster
What
dictionary.
if the
The Webster
Well,
dictionary
Webster is
says.
really-
Listen. The Webster dictionary
we
says.
can talk about the Webster. We can talk about the
A
Webster.
man or a boy shows the qualities such as strength and courage. What you mean lacking? You scared to. You're a man. That takes away your masculinity. You're supposed to be a leader. Any woman that's okay with a man that's not okay with taking a lead, that's the reason why these relationships are the way they are. If you continue.
I was at a gas station. I'm taking
The
a left.
foundation.
I'm taking a left before we shut it down. I was at a gas station and the man was in the car and the woman was pumping the gas.
I hate to see that.
That never happened. That was that
I've seen this so many
My
times.
son
That
should
should never
get out and
happen.
pump my gas.
that should never happen.
My son, who is 15,
That
will
should
get
never
out and
happen.
pump the gas.
Thank you very much.
It has nothing
saying.
to do with marriage, and I
Nothing.
am
No,
appalled
we're talking about
that
you
we
being a
keep
man.
drawing
How you looking at it?
parallels to things that have nothing to do with the question.
How?
You will not assault
Right.
our character for that man. He may have a boot on his foot. He may not even be
Well,
able
you
to
get-
get
you
out of
get
it.
your
That man
boots
got
on
out the
your
car, he
foot,
went
out the
inside and got a
car,
Slurpee.
pump this
First of all,
gas.
to the car.
I stand on what I said.
Okay.
You have no
If you ain't taking
reason
no
or
Tylenol,
right
you
to try to
woozy,
put
come
that
pump
that
this
has
gas.
nothing to do with proposing. Nothing.
Well,
And I would
again,
not let you bring
Let me
that.
say this.
Women, don't you propose to men? I'm just saying
Let me
say it
ask
like
this.
that.
If he
Let me ask
loves
this.
that woman
Don't
like he's
propose.
supposed to love that woman, then he is going to get on that knee and
Okay.
show her by his actions.
Why you can't love us? Why we
Right.
can't be
We
loved?
do love you, but then
No. Why? Why?
No wait. This is my
Why?
thing.
Right now, you dating right now?
This is my thing.
Here we go. And these are the questions that
This
we
is
really
my-
want to ask.
Absolutely not.
Since we want to get all up in my person, don't talk from society stance. Tell me about yourself.
That's right. That's right.
But
I
wait.
am-
But wait. Let's
Single,
just say.
ready to
Let's just
mingle?
say.
Yes.
Let's just say.
See,
I am
single,
I
ready
like,
to mingle.
I like long
The
walks
man
in
is
park.
not ready.
Lies, trash, and garbage. Lies, trash, and garbage.
Who ain't gonna walk to the park?
Let's say the man's not ready, but the woman is.
Who says I'm not ready? It's a stereotype.
No, I'm not saying you, my brother.
Oh, you know, you better know. You get a little sensitive.
No.
Oh, you got
Look, I'm saying.
That's a good question.
Let's just say if I'm taking a little bit too long to ask you.
A little
That
bit.
don't mean I'm gonna ask you.
So why aren't you
What's a
ready?
little bit?
I can wait, and when I get tired of waiting, I know what to
Clear.
do. Just like Brandon said, I'm gonna have to make a decision.
First of all, I want to be good enough to be proposed to. How about that?
Verbalize.
How about that? How about I want her to love me so much that she's willing to get on one knee? How about that's my effort? How about that's my goal?
When you find her, make sure that there are cameras around so that you can record
No.
that.
Because I need to violate
I
our
gotta be
privacy
there.
for y'all's freaking amusement.
Ain't no
That's my woman.
I
That's
have to be
her
there.
knee.
That is to support
I gotta
the
be
point
there.
that you are trying to make. Because you couldn't pull up your stats. You couldn't pull
Look,
up your
about-
stats just now.
I'm
So
trying
we
to
need
think-
we need
What the
some
book
real
say,
life.
what some man wrote.
I got that.
A book is a
Okay.
lie.
Is it Pew
A book
Research?
can be fiction.
Oh,
These are-
CNN?
these
Is
are
it
things
ABC?
with
Is
the
it USA
multi-
Today? Is it Newsweek? Is it New York Times?
I don't trust that.
Okay, this has been great table talk. We're done because me and this guy over here, we can never just see eye to eye.
I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy with the tone of this conversation. I'm unhappy with
So
this.
part two is when.
This has done nothing for the progress of the man in America.
Act right.
This is. I want look. First of all, I said it again. I listen. I don't cut anybody off. I won't be hurt. I want fair questions. I do not want bashing. There's
You need
gonna
to be here early now.
There's going to be equality at the table, or there will be no table. Okay.
And we're out.
B.
Bye.
Bye.
That's it.